What the fuck is going on, everybody? I am your host, Nick Bockless. This is the WTF show, Winning the Flex. Happy Sunday. I am stuffed. Just got back from demolishing some chicken wings the day after I put a bunch of liquor into my body last night. I had a I had a group of people trying to get me blacked out, and it didn't work. Surprise, I made it through the night, but when you're a beast, I guess you could just handle the liquor. No, I'm just kidding. I never drink. I don't ever drink. I drink once a month, if that, very occasionally. So I am surprised I did not get more fucked up than I thought I would. But welcome in, everybody. We are going to be jumping into a draft right now. I have about an hour and a half. So I think I'm gonna try to get two drafts in. I did want to do a BBM, but I think we're gonna start with the puppy first. Let me get that up right there. There's been a couple new contests that dropped. We have the little Dalmatian. Well, first we have the Dalmatian, which is one of my favorite contests. It's $101 entry fee, max entry 3, 2,700, well, 2,760 and entries right here. Very fun contest. As you see, the playoff structures, good advance rates, 4 out of 12, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 8, and then a 23 seat final. First place, 30K. Worst you could get is $1,000. And then Underdog also dropped the Little Dalmatians. This is the first $1 contest I think I've seen on Underdog. And look, it's probably gonna fill by tomorrow. I would guarantee that. And people are just going crazy over this. They're maxing it through slow drafts, they're maxing it through rankings and just autoing it. I mean, I've done a couple, but the dollar contest, like I think it's cool for if you want to do content to have people draft you. It doesn't move me too much. I think I might just kind of make rankings and then auto it too. It's not bad, right? You basically spend $101, chance to win 20K. Finals obviously is going to be huge finals, 470 person finals, very top heavy, but for $101, still get 20K possibly. It's not bad. So we will be getting into a puppy too. And then I think we'll be doing a BBM right after that. So good answer into a puppy too right now. What the fuck is going on, Zero? Welcome in, buddy. How you doing? What's up, Pristine Memorabilia? Hope you're having a good Sunday. Oh, excuse me. It's Saturday. I am tripping. It is not Sunday. But oh yeah, I had a great time. Great time, a lot of fun. Went to downtown Redlands. I doubt anyone knows where that is unless you're in California. But I had a great time. Went to a few bars, ate at a nice restaurant. Went drunk stream, my boy. I almost did a drunk stream yesterday. I got back a little earlier, like around 10 p.m. last night, and I had like my setup ready. I was gonna create the thumbnail, but then my head just started spinning, and I was like, you know what, like I could probably push it through, but instead I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna fall asleep, which I am happy that I didn't do a stream yesterday because it would have probably been ugly. Is there, where Redlands is? How the hell do you know where Redlands is? WTF Fantasy Fitness. I love that name, by the way. Fantasy Fitness. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, yesterday was a lot of fun. Turned 29 yesterday. Turned 29, feel like I'm 39. Fantasy Fitness, do you do content as well? Do you do fantasy and fitness? If so, that's cool. If not, still love the name. But yeah, let me know. Yeah, I had some friends from high school who went to university there. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, the I live probably like a mile and a half away from Redlands University. If you ever come down to Redlands, man, hit me up. Whoa, so we are into a puppy too, and a lot of badgeless drafters. I only see three badge, no, four badges. Interesting. Yo, what's up, Uncle? Let's go. Hope you had a great birthday. I did. I had a great time. Was around a lot of great people. Had a lot of fun. No complaints over here. Yeah, come down, man. I'll show you around. There's some cool spots that I found out about yesterday. There was this cool spot. It's like a underground bar, right? Like you go in and like there's a bunch of places to eat and drink whatever, but then like they have like a kind of like a hidden room downstairs, and it's like a retro 90s theme where like they have the bar, then they have like tables where you can play like different board games, Uno, cards, and then like on the sides they have like Nintendo 64s where like you can play Smash Brothers, Mario Kart. They got like I said, it's like some old school games. They got like blockbusters in there just for like the vintage theme. It was a lot of fun. It was cool to check that out yesterday. Me, Harmon, Turbo Road Trip. Hello, hell yeah! Come on down. Bring Boner too. I gotta see Boner Brian in the flesh. We are drafting. I am full as fuck right now. Very uncomfortable. All right, so we have the 1.8. Could go a couple different ways, but we're gonna take one of the best receivers in the NFL. We'll go Puka. No really news that's been happening lately besides the Najee Harris firework incident where shout out Twitter, man. Shout out the rumors that ended up being true. The incident happened July 4th and it was finally confirmed like a week later. Seen a lot of buzz about Hampton. He's undervalued. People are gonna have heavy bags of him. Najee just went 30 picks past ADP on drafters. LOL. Yeah, man. I mean, we don't have much information with Najee Harris right now. If Drake fall, okay, Drake goes. I have Puka. I really do like any of these four. I do think going double receiver feels really nice. I think what I'm gonna do, we'll go lad for this one. When do I pick again? See, like Amara Hampton, I can't even bank on him falling at the 40 at pick 41 anymore. You know, before the Najee news, it was easy. Like he would have been 41 every single time. And then he was falling the fifth in a lot of drafts like the last few weeks, which I thought was fucking stupid. Like, there's no way Hampton should have been going in the fifth round. You can argue he shouldn't be going in the fourth round. But the fact that he was slipping to the fifth round with like Jamar Chase starts and I don't know. I thought that was very dumb. I totally forgot what I was saying, but fuck it. I got Hampton at 45 too, but still, yeah. I think if you get Hampton anywhere in the fourth, it feels much better now. AJ Lad, my boy. Well, I do take AJ more than Lad most times, but I am trying to do a Chargers thing where where if Hampton falls to me, I like having that and Lad together. What the fuck, Bry? I legit let you know beforehand. But welcome, man. Appreciate you being here. We're doing a puppy two. After we finish this puppy two, I think I'm gonna do a BBM. I haven't done a BBM in a while. which a while to me in when it comes to drafting, it's like been like a week. Haven't done BBM. I'm at 46 right now. I told myself I'm saving like 100 bullets for August. I'm on pace for that so far. You're doing Los Angeles theme, my boy. I didn't even realize that, but honestly, yeah, building a little Los Angeles thing. Ooh, I love this turn right now. Higgins or Devontae feel good here, man. I mean, if you're gonna give me Higgins at pick 32, why not? Why not? We'll see if Hampton falls. Fantasy content and analytics and a touch of fitness. Well, got to check you out sometime. Do you do live streams as well, or do you make like video, like just like more like shorts and videos? But definitely after this, I'll check out your YouTube stuff, man. Yeah, T. I mean, T is like kind of like a no brainer there. Done. I receiver into Golden Higgins right now. Honestly, Puka Lad and T Higgins fucks pretty hard. This is a really, really good receiver room start. Especially if T Higgins could, stay healthy and produce similar to what he did last year, which was a receiver one. I mean, Puka, we already know what he could do. Lad, I am expecting a year two jump. Interested to see what that looks like in that offense. Oh, yeah, I'll take Hampton. See, now we have the Chargers thing going on. Hampton as your RB1 feels good as well, where, yeah, like Najee's probably going to be ready for the season. We'll see. But, you're playing the case of upside. Like, what if now you're playing where maybe Najee's not ready? Or now that Najee was going to get, or now you're also looking at it where Hampton's going to get maybe a lot more valuable touches and be the guy in practice, and he's going to be handling the workload as the RB1. So now maybe he's more seasoned as the season starts. I thought Hampton was a good pick already, but now with Najee potentially, I don't know what the injury is. I don't. We don't know yet, but Hampton the fourth, I think for me going forward is going to be auto click. 0 is the golden boy. Yeah, when I hear Matthew Golden, there's like two people I always think of. Puka AGBT would fuck harder, my boy. With Lad, feels like more passionate romantic fuck, but with AJ Brown, you're breaking the bed, my boy. You know what? Maybe I just want to make love today. Maybe this is a team where I want to be passionate and, we're doing missionary. I'm not trying to break no one's back today. The Bengals have the craziest offense defense ratio this year. Defense horrible, offense amazing. Yeah, that's why we love the Bengals. Or that's why we love bad defenses in general. The Bengals are gonna have to throw the ball a lot. And if we get a full season of health from Burrow, Chase, Higgins, they're going to put up a lot of points. See right here, Jaden Daniels going this late is madness. Pick 51. All right, so we have Walker Chubb off the board already. Pickens falling would be nice too. He doesn't though. Travis Hunter, receiver 4. I like the upside in this room. We could do a Mixon. We could do a Kamara. But you know what? Let's take Travis Hunter. Let's have some fun upside in this already stacked receiver room. And I do think we'll get an RB that we like. Hopefully. To me, the cutoff is this tier right now. I think after Travion goes, there is a tier drop off. If we don't get one of these RBs, then we'll just take one of our favorite receivers, which if we're looking for correlation, there's not much there. Yeah, don't see much there. That's fair, my boy. Let's see your game. Ayo, what the fuck? Welcome in, Timothy Clark. Appreciate you being in the stream. Just like Trenny says, slow, sensual, and dramatic. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but you catch my drift. Grab Kamara, my boy. We could have went Kamara, but I think I have a good feeling we're gonna get RB right now. You started the receivers, don't need a fourth, my boy. You don't need a fourth, but I wanted a fourth. Be right back, my boy. Someone messaged me for when next draft. I zero when I finish this draft, tag the group, hit them up, and let them know that Nick Bach is doing a BBM. Oof. See, I love this. So we're gonna take Travion. One thing that's very interesting this year in drafts is, I mean, obviously you could build teams certain ways. I think I am prone to. I think a lot of my teams I have built where I am winning the flex with RB, and it's easier to do that when you wait on a quarterback. But I do think that if you go receiver early, you end up with like Puka, Lad, T, Travis Hunter. Like that's a crazy ceiling floor play for your receiver group. Hampton Travion, you know, uh, very talented RBs, good draft capital. I would say Hampton is in a great situation. Henderson, I think, is in a good situation because I do think Josh McDaniels is gonna maximize his usage, especially in the passing game. But both the red flags have been okay. Najee Harris is gonna get a lot of touches. Greg Roman likes to use two RBs. And then Patriots, they have Stevenson. They gave him a lot of money. He's the bigger back, so he's still gonna get touches. But I think it's fun to play into the narrative where it's like Hampton and Trevion Harrison, maybe they have a bigger workload earlier than expected, or maybe they're just so good where they just force themselves to be on the field. Where like Najee is a good NFL real life running back, coaches like him, but he's not that talented. Same for Stevenson, where I think Hampton and Henderson are just extremely more talented than both of those plotters. So like we could have it where what the nuts this year was to load up on the receivers, get a elite tight end, goalie, quarterback, and then your first RB is like a Hampton or a Henderson, or maybe a Harvey. Like this rookie running back class is really good, and maybe they are the skeleton keys for this year in building a optimal roster. What I do like to do too is like maybe I'll go through receivers instead, and maybe Travis Hunter instead was Kenneth Walker. Or I'll like to do like at the 5-6 turn, I'll take Henderson and I'll pair that with a James Conner because I feel like they play off each other pretty well. Zero says grab Burrow, my boy. All right, so we're on the clock. We could go tight end Laporta, Golden Diggs. I mean Diggs, we have the correlation. It's so tough for me not to take Matthew Golden at this price. First round receiver, he's on a good offense. Jordan Love loves the deep ball. If Matthew Golden's a good receiver, I think he's gonna smash his ADP. I mean that's basically the case for me there. Our RB situations, it's volatile. Like we're not projecting a huge workload early on. Our receivers are great. Got 4 rookies already. Ooh, if Laporta falls to me here, yeah, like Diggs was interesting. Obviously, I love Drake May. With your receiver start, makes more Golden over Diggs, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that makes sense, right? Like if we're betting more on the ceiling up case, I love Josh Downs. Okay, this is gonna be a six receiver room. We're done at receiver. I mean, this receiver room could be nuts. But yeah, I agree. Diggs, I think could be a solid receiver, but if I have Puka, Lad, Higgins, Travis Hunter, I mean, Golden, I think has more spike upside than Diggs, and there's a chance Golden could be this year's Lad or Brian Thomas, while Stephon Diggs, I think the ceiling for Stephon Diggs this year is like this the upside for Stephon Diggs is maybe what Calvin really did last year, right? Like 75 catches, 1,050 yards, and like 8 touchdowns, which I think is good, but I don't know. I think Diggs is priced okay, and I do love Drake May, but I just find a hard time drafting a 33-year-old receiver coming off a torn ACL who isn't going to be used in the slot, which where he was looking like he was producing with Houston as a slot receiver. I don't really know if he's going to be as effective if he's on the outside with the Patriots. Like I just would regret where I see Matthew Golden goes out and he's on fire, to start the season or even like down the stretch. Like I think Matthew Golden has a better chance to be, starting to making than Diggs. Golden is Lad 2.0 and Higgins is Higgins is Brian Thomas. I do want more Higgins. He is another fun receiver. Jaden LT. Who is Nathan taking around one of the redraft? I have no idea because I don't even think he knows who he's going to take. Who? I think he has like the 1.5. If my guess, he would take probably the best receiver there. It could be like CeeDee Lamb, JJ. Okay, what are we doing here, guys? Stacks. Can't. Oh fuck! I don't know if I want another one. Fuck it. We're taking tight end. I'm perfectly okay reaching at this range for tight ends. I don't give a fuck. Like it's such a flat tier. Like Tyler Warren ADP is 118, but in my opinion, like all these RBs are the same. The receivers are the same. Like I'd rather have Tyler Warren, David Njoku, Tucker Craft, Loveland than like most of these players right here. Now, if we're looking at quarterback stacks, we're probably gonna go 3 quarterbacks. So 128 is gonna be, I think, either Love, wait, Herbert. We could do. Yeah, I think we're gonna do Herbert first. Is there RB I like? No, there's RBs I like later. We'll go Herbert now. We have a double stack. I like just getting the quarterback already. This is gonna be like it's not 0 RB, but we're gonna be targeting kind of like 0 RB targets. With Tyler Warren, we could stop at 2 tight ends. I think Tyler Warren is gonna, produce more. Like I think he's gonna. I think he is. I think Ty Warren's gonna have a better year than a lot of people think. I really do like the RBs later than the receiver position. Tight ends, I think, are solid all the way around, but um, we're betting on the Colts. We're betting Josh Downs. Get Warren. I don't mind taking down Jones as a quarterback 3 later on as well. And we'll still get RB we like. Yeah, it's I saw you put the draft, I think August 17th, if I'm not mistaken. I still have no idea who I'm taking. If no one knows, I am in a family league, my main redraft, where I've been in there. I think we're going on year 11. I think year 10 or 11 we're going on. 3-time champion there. But we had a draft slot selected, and I have the number 8 overall pick in my family league. So, which I feel like is a weird spot. It's also different. Like underdog, like I know who I'm targeting at pick 8 in a best ball, but when it's like a managed redraft league, I always like I always like overthink things. Like I always like I don't know. It's something about like your main redraft league where for me, like I never feel as confident going into the draft as I do like anything else. Oh, Drake May. Where did he go? I totally forgot about him. Okay, so Drake May goes 110. Okay. Luther Burden's falling a little bit. Javante's someone that like he rose to like I forgot what the ADP got to, but he's been falling a lot lately. So we have Golden. We could go Jordan Love, which I think we're gonna do. Just say fuck it. We'll take Jordan Love. Jordan Love, Herbert feels very nice to have as my two quarterbacks right now. I could stop here because I do think they both possess a good floor upside case. T Law is interesting if he falls. Compare him with Travis Hunter. I do need to start getting some RBs on this team as well. Tight ends probably gonna wait a little bit. Yeah, I mean T Law would be nice if he falls, but like I am betting on the Colts on Josh Downs and Tyler Warren. Doesn't mean I need to take down Jones, but if I am betting on Downs and Warren, I do think that's meaning Danny. Like the best case scenario for both of these guys, I think Daniel Jones is starting all year. So I might as well just kind of like go into that. Two in would be my third RB on this team, and it would be a rookie, but I think two ins upside is nuclear, potentially. Which we're gonna go two in. Yeah, two and one pick 137. I like that price on him. He could be a zero. Maybe he's the third RB. Maybe he's the fourth RB. Maybe LaQuaint Allen, whatever his name is going to be the third string RB. I am just going to trust the offense where Tuin is a fourth round pick who was hand selected by the coach, where he chose Bucky Irvin to start and be the main guy in that offense. And yeah, maybe Travis Etienne's been hurt the last few years, and that's why he struggled. Yeah, maybe Tank Bisbee is the best runner on this team, and he's gonna just play more versus second down. But I just like the mystery box upside of two in. If I get burned on him, so be it. But I think the upcase is a potential league winner. I'm gonna snipe the bricks all day long, JK. Love you. I love you too. And we'll see. Like I'm sure you will get me a few times for sure. I'm with you. The family league always hits different. Always prepare for anything. Yeah, it's always hitting a little different. This is a Stafford ass team. Stafford, we could do. We could do a little Stafford action. I'm not gonna do him here though. If he falls, I'll take him. We're probably just gonna continue to take RBs here. I think Eckler would be a really nice fit on this team as our fourth RB. Proven production. He averaged the same amount of points per game as Brian Robinson last year. And also has contingent upside where he, I believe it was when Brian Robinson was hurt, but Austin Eckler had like a 3-week stretch where he was like an RB1. He's very efficient. He's great in the passing game, and he's on a good offense. So I pick 150. It's a good price. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. It's crazy. I might be teaching you a podcast, but I feel like I'm learning every day, which it's been a lot of fun. Something sometimes I do take Tank and two win because if I'm gonna pay, if I get 2/3 of the backfield and maybe one's a zero, but like if I'm paying like a combined price of like ADP 140 something for the starting RB for the Jags, I think it's worth it. It reminds me of Miami a few years ago when you could have took Mostert, Jeff Wilson, and Devon Achane. 2/3 worked out tremendously. But we are gonna take Eckler. Stafford goes, but that's okay. All right, let's see this. We have a 2461 building out right now. Coming up with our next pick. I don't think I'm gonna take another receiver. We could do Dobbs, double stack that. I'm just gonna take Tank Bisbee, man. Just secure the possibility of the Jags backfield. Could stop at 6 RBs as well. This could be like a 3-6-6-3. Could be a 2-6-7-3. I feel like we're all talking ball live. You're a natural podcaster, nephew. I appreciate that. Thank you for the high praise. Shout out Al Michaels. He is a legend. Yeah, yeah. It's cool. It's one of those things where it's something for me. Like I've thought about it. Hey, it'd be cool if I could live stream stuff and put my thoughts and my words on display for the whole internet to see. But then like, it doesn't happen and then just one day, boom, like you purchase a PC or you get some equipment, and then it's like, like let's just start it. And it's crazy. I think this is my 43rd live stream. And to me, I've seen a significant difference between the first and this one. So it's been a lot of fun, a lot of growth, a lot of mistakes as well. But anything in life, you live and you learn. This is a 2763 build. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind taking 7 RBs, especially if I'm getting some of these late RBs as well. I don't think it's necessarily has to be a 7 RB room. Hampton is the clear RB1. Trevor Harrison plays more. Two a starter. Eckler is doing Eckler things. But I am open to 7 RBs. Tight end, we could stop at 2, maybe. Quarterback, I am fine with starting with. Like I'm not gonna force Daniel Jones on my team. Herbert and Love both could be quarterback ones. Both have a lot of upside. Do we do our Roshan Johnson? We do a little Will Shipley action. Tight end, Hunter Henry would be nice, I think, here. Because it does potentially give us an option to stop at 2, I think. Who they have. So yeah, we're gonna take Hunter Henry, low ADP faller. Henry Warren at tight end. We have 3 more picks on the board. Um, I really like taking these late round RBs, man. Like the rookies. I just think they're a sharp move. You getting comfortable behind the camera? Yeah, I mean, the more you do something, I think naturally you do get more comfortable doing it. And it's also just kind of finding your flow in things. Like practice doesn't make perfect, but practice does definitely make you better. Uh we're on the clock. we'll do a little Will Shipley action, man. We're fading Barkley this year. Not fading. I just have him ranked like at 5 or 6, but I think Will Shipley is the secure number 2 back for the Philadelphia Eagles. And if anything was to happen to Barkley, Will Shipley would fucking win the leagues. Rico Dado has team facts. You already have your upside. Grab some vets. Do you consider Will Shipley a vet, my boy? Yo, what's up, Bryce? Back. You better be doing this next draft after this one fills. Bro, I'm gonna leave it to you. Do you want to do a puppy or a BBM? Or if anybody wants to do any drafts, you know, throw it in the chat. What's a good third tight end, guys? Out of all these tight ends, which ones are your favorite? I'm down for a BBM. Me too. I'm not taking Barkley at 1.6. Yeah. I don't think Barkley is like a terrible pick. I just like the other options better. Like Gibbs and Bijan scored similar to what Barkley did last year. But I think Barkley just has more risks baked in. He's like 6 years older. He's coming out 500 touches. He's not going to catch a lot of passes. You still have the tush push, and obviously, like he could still be a monster this year. Oh, Jalen Moreau, nice, but like he had like a lot of touchdown runs that were like 50, 60, 70 yards. I'm not saying he can't do that again, but I'm just saying that I just think there's more risk to Barkley. Juwan is one of my favorite late round tight ends. All right, so I think I'm most likely gonna take one more RB to say fuck it by the bullet. Down Jones is still there. You know, it's interesting. Get their quarterback that's double stack potentially rushing upside, but don't need to force that. I thought we like explosive touchdown scorer. Boy, Shotgun's highlighter, Hall of Fame talent, or be hard to fade him. Well, Jahmyr Gibbs is more explosive than Barkley. Bijan's not explosive like Barkley, but I'm just saying it's like if you give me 2 players who scored similar last year, and one is like 24 entering the prime, the other one is 29 coming off 500 touches. We're gonna do a little Hunter. I just like Barkley, and it sounds stupid, but like you have the Madden curse, like you have so much stuff against him where I do think Barkley is a different breed as well, but I don't know, man. Like maybe he's CMC when he went to the 49ers. CMC crushed it. Is CMC had back-to-back amazing years for the 49ers. And I can see the same thing with Barkley. Gibbs, oh no, Gibbs is 100% more explosive than Barkley. You're telling me that the 24-year-old Gibbs isn't more explosive than the 29-year-old Barkley? Yeah, like Barkley can 100. Okay, I don't care. Let's have fun. Let's take a third quarterback stacked up, potential upside, down Jones. Let's fucking go. Man, like this is Barkley could 100% do what he did last year, and he will do what he did last year as long as he's healthy. It's tough playing the game, betting on injuries. I don't like doing it because I feel like it's a losing game every year. But if we're playing probability, I do think Barkley has a better chance to hurt himself than Gibbs and Bijan. And just by going that alone, it's like, you know what? Like, and I think too, like, I don't think fading Barkley is gonna burn me. Last year, fading Barkley burned you because he was going around guys like Chris Olave, Jalen Waddle, fucking Deebo Samuel. I want to say John Taylor, but John Taylor saved you in the end. But Barkley was a late second round pick. So he burned you big time if you faded him, most likely. But now he's going around pick 3, 4, 5, where it's like, okay, like, yeah, like Barkley could crush this year, do what he did last year, But then there's still really good. There's a good chance I'm happy still because Jameer Gibbs put up the same amount of points as Barkley this year or Bijan. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like if I'm fading Barkley, but I'm able to have Bijan, who's 24, entering his prime, where it's proven RBs do have their best season going into their second or third year. You know, it's like so be it. I'll take the risk. I told you, my boy, Jameer Gibbs is more explosive than Saquon. Ain't nothing compared to 36-year-old Bonner. That's facts. In total points, I'll fade Saquon for sure. Non-contest with a playoff ball. No way he can finish the RB 4 6 instead of a 40 point bomb week. No, 100%. Well, it's all luck, man. It's tough because like I put this thing on Twitter a few weeks ago. I was like, who was a better pick? Like in BBM, who was a better pick? Jonathan Taylor or Saquon Barkley? Saquon Barkley averaged 21 and point something points per game all through weeks 1 through 14. Jonathan Taylor averaged 13 points. Barkley had an 8 points per game higher average than Taylor through weeks for 114. But then playoffs 15 to 17. Taylor averaged 25 points per game while Barkley averaged 17. So it's a weird contest we play where legitimately Taylor was the better pick, or he was the guy that you wanted last year compared to Barkley. Now maybe you could say, well, Barkley got me there, and you had Bucky Irving and Chase Brown, and like it didn't matter. But realistically, Taylor was the guy probably advancing more teams to the finals than Barkley was. So it's like Barkley could crush it all year, but like you said, like maybe he is the RB that you want. But also, like I think Barkley's more likely to break down at the end than like Gibbs and Bijan, or Gibbs and Bijan both could be RBs where they're the RB1 overall. We just don't know. Um, like I said, Barkley, I'm gonna have some, but he is my ranked 6th player right now over JJ Lamb, and then Gibbs and Barkley. We'll see. Bro, Saquon playoff schedule gets Raiders, Redskins, and Bills, and Snipe Buffalo. And that sounds like a Barkley 40-point week. It's just too bad that Will Shipley's going to be starting by then. Yeah, Barkley, Taylor, hey, take both of them. That's exciting to come on. Is Zero in the next draft, or is he scared? I don't know. Ask him. I am going to answer no draft. We're going to be doing a BBM. I got enough time. Yeah, let me go to it. So I'm gonna type it in the chat when I enter, right? I'm gonna type in the chat. When you see Best Ball Mania in the chat, that means I enter it. All right. So I'm typing it right now. I'm gonna hit send. Once you see it in the chat, that means I entered Best Ball Mania. Waiting on 5 more people. If you guys want to get smoked and have your teams get smoked on live, enter Best Ball Mania. We need 4 more. +4 BBM, baby. Let's go. Also, if you guys haven't hit that like button, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Once we hit 500 subs, we will be doing a 12-hour marathon of a bunch of drafts and be doing a bunch of giveaways as well. Hold up. Yo, am I live right now, guys? Yeah, I'm live. Okay. Two more people. BBM, let's get it. Zero is spooked. I mean, I don't blame him. Like studs like me and you, Bry, I wouldn't want to draft either. I swear, every time that I'm live, man, you're doing drafters. I'm trying to get my drafters volume up. I've done like 25 on drafters, 800 underdog, 800 underdog. My man. Yeah, 500. Let's go. Yep. Yes. Waiting for one more. Also, if you guys haven't seen my shirt, can't read it. It does say I'm fat because every time I fuck your mom, she makes me a sandwich. Shout out Mike O'Hearn for the shirt. Also, by the way. $286 pre-draft and post-draft 300 all the limbs, WW and marathons with Fletch. Yeah. How many contests you do last year, Zero? I believe it was like 1,000 or 1,500. Are you on pace to top that, or where you at? What time is it? Before him? Okay. Come on, one more for BBM. Do I gotta type it in the Discord? Imagine tagging another man. That's crazy. Jeez. Oh, okay. So we pulled a 1.2 and we're sitting right next to Boner Brian. I don't know what Boner Brian we have in this draft room, but I am excited to find out. All right, let's lock in. Let's lock in. Last year I did 200 pre-draft, 1,100 post-draft, and 100 is dang. Okay, you get away from me, Brian. Who you taking with your 1.3? So I can snipe your ass. 1,000 drafts is solid. Oh, we have Barkley 1.1. Fuck. I'm gonna go Jameer Gibbs here. I know it's a hot take, but Jameer Gibbs is my true 101. Gonna be taking him. Psych. Give me Jamar Chase, baby. I know I had Boner. I had Boner there a little bit. Oh fuck, my stomach is messed up. So we have Chase at the 1.2. Fun start. We'll take it. Barkley with 1.1. So clearly it was someone listening to me. And they're like, you know what? This guy sounds like a horrible drafter. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Let's prove him wrong and take Barkley 1.1. Slows, man, like part of me does sometimes want to do slow drafts because the idea of waking up, making some coffee, sitting down, just like looking at my teams and just slowly picking it. It sounds nice. It does. But I am a fast draft man at heart. How many shots did I have last night? I might have told chat already, but I'll give you guys a number. 6.5 over under. What do you guys say? Did I have over 6.5 or under 6.5? And if you put players in your queue, you'll never miss your pick and be forced into auto pick. That is facts. Yeah. They're like, you know what? Rather than waste your money on underdog, just go to your local casino instead. 0 on audio only at Gym Tools for Jandy. Crazy. We have one under 6.5. Let me remember exactly how many shots did I have? I think I had I think I had like five shots and like 7, 8 drinks. Yeah, next year we might lose him, man. Oh, what the fuck is going on? We have Brian Thomas at pick 17, which is just crazy. But you get that sometimes. What did I say? Warren Diddy. All right, so we have so we're coming up next. We're picking for the 1.2 spot, but Boner, don't you snipe me. What do I do here, guys? I could flip the board if I want to. Seven, pussy. Shout out my father. Um, it's the biggest market, so it would be silly for sure. Yeah, it would be silly. Boner goes Bucky. You know what? Rashid Rice is healthy. He's on a great offense. Number one target. We will take him. We'll see what this guy does. He goes Tyreek Hill. We could do T. Higgins and try to play the Joe Burrow game, but honestly, I don't love the idea of having Higgins and Chase. We could do an RB. We could do Jacobs and Chase Brown. Could pull up a quarterback. We'll get a Chase Brown share in there. I think Chase Brown should smash this year. Catch like 60 passes, explosive, good offense. Yeah, Jacobs, I was looking at, but Chase Brown, I think so. I mean, they're both similar to me. Um, but just in case Joe Burrow does fall to us, I think having Chase Brown Chase would be nice. Let's have Zero take Jay Ryan spot in Dynasty. I don't know if he played. I'm down by never played Dynasty for. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if you even plays Dynasty. Dynasty's cool, man. I don't play as much as I used to. I used to be a fucking like before I was a best ball bro, I was a Dynasty bro. Ton of leagues, Dynasty over everything. But honestly, I don't really care about Dynasty no more. I'm all about the best ball life. I gave like 5, 6 years of like just super passionate about dynasties. And I'm sure in the future I'll get that passion back, but right now, probably not. We'll see. How do you think Farrell Ballsy? How do you think Farrell Fossey, my boy? Hold up. So Boner took T Higgins. So even if Burrow does fall to me, Boner's gonna be a little bitch and probably take him before I do. Hurts at 34. What the fuck's going on? You don't want Burrow, Boner. Jamar Chase, Rashid Rice, Chase Brown. People say that the 1-2 turn is better. It's a better draft pick than the early rounds, and I can see it because it does feel like the 2-3 turn is kind of flat. But I think pairing Chase with Rice is very nice. Excuse me. I do got to watch out too. I do have 3 week 10 buys. Early Hurts or maybe he's a value quarterback one season coming. Well, Zero, the only way he could be quarterback one is if Barkley got hurt and they passed the ball more. I remember a few years ago, I spoke about home league with the Mega Eagles, Hurts, AJ, Devontae Psycho. And I'm sure that, oh, you fucking Boner. I am not your friend right now, Boner. We'll take Worthy. Fucking another week 10 by. Yeah, I'm sure that was a cheap stack you could have got. So Boner sniped me with Hampton. Fuck, I'll just take Joe Burrow now. I don't care. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do, guys. I could go any of these receivers, but I could go Chuba. I could go Hubba, Chuba, Walker, but we're gonna pull Walker up. I think Walker is a great pick in the 5th round. And also, like, the receivers at the 6, 7 turn are just better than the RBs there, in my opinion. Also, I think I'm gonna probably just take Mahomes a little earlier. I have Rice and Worthy rather than just like try to push him to the 8, 9 turn. I'll just take him at the 7th turn. You know, I think when you have Rice and Worthy, you just take Mahomes. You know, you're betting on Mahomes coming back to be that 400-point player he used to be. Could have went Chuba as well. Could have gone a receiver, but Kenneth Walker RB2 sounds very nice to me right now. Big balls, baby. Big balls and a small dick. It was cheap. I think HBO was going to return Devontae Hurts later. Man, I was in a Yahoo League, $1,000 buy-in, and I remember I crushed a giraffe to where I took AJ Brown in the 3rd, Tyreek Hill was a 4th rounder. Because that was a year where they both got traded and everybody was pessimistic on their landing spots. But I was like, you know what? They're just good receivers. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna take them in. Yeah. Underdog too, man. I don't even think I was playing underdog at the time when that happened as well. Man, you could have got Tyreek and AJ both in the 3rd round, who were like top 5 receivers. I think it was a year Deontay sucked and scored 0 touchdowns. I remember trying to start Deontay over Deontay, ended up jamming full stack. I remember that year too because I kept doing player props on Deontay Johnson. I was like, this is the week he scores a touchdown. This is the week he scored a touchdown. And then he finally did. Like, I called it. I think it was against like the Bengals or the Bucks. We have Warren Diddy with the 3 RB start. Respect, my guy. Burrow. Burrow. Boner. Don't take Boner. I can't talk. Boner, don't take Burrow. Let Burrow fall to me. You could take Tua, JJ McCarthy, Herbert, Baker later. You have so many options. Friends don't snipe other friends. I gotta try to get some of these week 10 buys off my thing. Good pull, Josh Downs. Yeah, his quarterback play was terrible. Let's screw it. I'll you know what? I got you, Bry. Deal. Small hands Pickett isn't good for fantasy. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, see, like, bro, don't take Boner. You know what? You know what? Fuck it, take him. I'll just take Chris Olave, the best receiver. This is the moment you watch. Joe Burrow goes right here. Watch. Oh, he does it. Is he gonna do it? Does Boner take Joe Burrow? Does Boner take? And he does, and it's fine. It is fine, guys, because we end up taking Chris Olave, who's actually a way better pick than Joe Burrow right here. Pick 71, Chris Olave. Give me that every day of the week. And I actually do prefer Mahomes than Burrow this year. Burrow is probably gonna, tear his ACL again or get hurt. So I'm fine with that. And we are gonna take Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes double stack with Rice and Worthy. Let's fucking go. Because people don't like money, man. Chris Olave at pick 71 is crazy. Yeah, facts. I can't believe Boner passed Olave to take a pocket passer. Legitimately, he took a pocket pass quarterback over Chris Olave. This might just be the truth. I'll take Boner all day. Grab Kelsey Hollywood later, my boy. No, I can't do that. I'll say this. I feel like if I have Rice, I'm like kind of betting against Kelsey. So I'm just gonna be like, the offense is gonna run through Rice and Worthy. I learned from you pissing is bad. Why can't you piss when we're in the same rooms together, man? I'll be honest though, if you did let Joe Burrow fall, I would have took Burrow and I would have took Mahomes. So I would have had a fun, maybe unique combo of like a Burrow Mahomes kind of double stacked for both. But I guess we'll never know now. We'll never know, Boner. Um, Boner's gonna be sniping me all fucking day, dude. Jerry Judy still here. This is kind of a crazy room, isn't it, guys? I like my team so far though. Chase Rice, Worthy, Chris Olave, strong receiver room. Chase Brown, Kenneth Walker. I like that. Mahomes is quarterback one. In this universe, Mahomes though for 4,545 touches, my boy. Yeah, you know what? You might have a point there, man. Bro, like what? Look at this value right here. This guy at the 1-2 turn gets Myers and Judy 14 and 16 pass ADP. This room is smoking something, and I want some. Quinshawn at 89, bro. Too bad I wasn't on the right side of the board. I want to win at Best Boss. Stas X, what's up, baby? Welcome in. Love to see you here. How you doing, my friend? How's the live streaming or the fantasy football going? I haven't talked to you in some time. Bryce says I'm smoking you, my boy. Someone message. Kelsey slowing down beside 97 catch last year, going hundreds. Hello, autofill. What autofill? We talking about? See, I didn't get. You know what, Boner? Fuck it. I'm gonna snipe you, man. If you don't take Baker, I'm gonna take Baker. I could take Kelsey, and this motherfucker takes Higgins, who I wanted. We'll take Jordan Mason. I think Jordan Mason as an RB3 is solid. Potential going back, good offense. Quarterback, I guess we don't really have an option right now for quarterback. I guess we'll just wait. Tight end, we could do Kelsey. He's so old. He had 97 catches, but Rashee Rice was hurt. I think Rashee Rice is gonna, man. I mean, we could do Kelsey, but I don't know. Honestly, I'd rather just take Michael Pittman. I think Michael Pittman's a value, fifth receiver. Different by week too. We'll do that. I prefer the tight ends actually, almost, I don't know. Okay, so you do a little underdog too. Nice. Well, first, congratulations on the baby to you and your wife. How's that being a dad? I am not a father, not yet, but how is the journey to being a father? And also, man, I love that you do underdog. If you ever want to come on my stream and do a draft for me, let's make something work, man. You're a sharp guy, so we'd love to have you on at some point. Boner's a bitch, bro. I'll tell you that. I was spamming super flex puppy drafts, did like 20 of them. I got a Chase and Gibbs opener one of them. Nice. That's a really solid start. I don't think Kelsey had 97 only because of Rashee being hurt. Though ping pong depending on matchup probably. I don't know, man. I mean, early on, Kelsey wasn't really doing much with Rashee Rice. Healthy, small sample size, but Rashee Rice, one of the reasons why he was hyper targeted because he was in the Travis Kelsey role last year. And I just honestly if Travis Kelsey, the one positive thing I'll say about Kelsey is that his touchdowns could regress the other way where maybe he does score 6-7 touchdowns this year. I think he's been a little unlucky in that department, but honestly, man, like Tucker Kraft, David Njoku, our tight ends, I think, are in the same tier as Kelsey. And maybe they have higher higher upside or touchdown upside. I don't know, but like you said, if I'm betting Mahomes is the MVP this year, then Kelsey is obviously probably a good pick at ADP as well. So, oh, you flattered me. Let's do it sometime easy with the 1 hour drafts. Yeah, man. Well, I don't know if you have Twitter. If you do, follow me on Nick Balkledge at June or I'll say what you follow me on Nick Balkledge on Twitter because I can talk to you in there. If not, I could reach out on Sleeper if you still have Sleeper. And yeah, fuck the $1 drafts have been really nice, very very nice. Been enjoying them. I was hoping Drake May would fall to me. Knew that wasn't going to happen. A lot of receivers are falling. Maybe should to Kelsey. RBs. There's some RBs I like here. Quarterback. I don't really have no solid stacking options. Gonna have to do some back stacks. Man, Jordan Love goes too. What is going on today? If Burrow never passed on, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, but look at the Chiefs play the first 3 weeks. It was Ravens, Bengals, Falcons, right? Bro, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you're just that's like kind of like nitpicking at the point. Like I don't know. Travis Kelsey is like 40 years old, man. Um, what do I do here, guys? Where do Dobbins? Because it does have the week 17 correlation. I think Dobbins is a strong pick in general. Could have went Cam Scottaboo, but I don't know. I think I like Dobbins more. And then we will be taking okay. Warren goes. That does suck because I did want Warren, but I do love Tucker Craft, so we're probably gonna grab him. Could go Luther Burden, but Tucker Craft it is. Yeah, Tucker Craft, great pick. Colson Love is another tight end that I do see a bullish scenario with. Do want more Loveland, but I don't think I could take him over Tucker Craft. Now we don't really have no stacking options right now. We could do Tyler Show, we could do Daniel Jones, but this looks like it might be a back stack team, which we could do with like Bryce Young, we could do with Cam Ward, we could do with Aaron Rodgers. Gasecki, I like Gasecki. I think Gasecki is a good value where he goes. Put up 65, 665, only 2 touchdowns, but he's in a good offense. He's the number 3 target. And, touchdowns are unpredictable. So Gasecki could put up the same stat line he did last year, but maybe have like 6 touchdowns, 7 touchdowns. Honestly, that's not a bad idea. Could do Sam Darnold. Maybe this is just like an ugly, I'll take 2 ugly quarterbacks later, like Sam Darnold and like a Tyler Show type of build. Scatterboo is a great story. Dude was at Sacramento State College, AJC, before he went to Arizona State University. Scatterboo is someone that I have no idea what I want to do with him. I've been avoiding the Giants' backfield right now. Maybe it's me being a pussy, but I just want more clarity and information before I start drafting one. I do think Cam Scatterboo is probably the better pick because I do think he projects better to be the goalie back, and he is a good receiving back as well. Tyron Tracy did have a fumble problem last year also, but he's also very explosive, and he's proven to be a good RB in the NFL, so it could go either way. Can get Rodgers super late in these single quarterback drafts? Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, I think, you know what, it's nasty, but like you could get away with like a Jonnu Smith, Calvin Austin, you know, Aaron Rodgers backstack. It's ugly, but I do think that it's viable. With this 2 picks, It's looking ugly, my boys. Javante is a faller. I just don't like Javante, but this price might take him. Ooh, we got that. We'll take Bryce Young. We'll take Bryce Young. Not the greatest pick. I think this is just a flat tier to me. There are Panthers I like later in the draft as well. Isaac Randall, don't mind fifth RB, good upside. Yeah, we'll do a little Randall action. I guess Sam Darnold I'll be looking at later for a third quarterback. We'll probably do 6 RBs on this build. Could I stop at 5 here? I think I can, but I don't know if I want to. I don't know. I don't love the Bryce Young pick. Rogers, Austin, Jonnu, backstack, and a feed. Facts. Agreed. Was Bryce Young, was that a bad pick there? Should I go on something else? I have a lot of Bryce Young too already. I mean, I guess we're looking at Adam Thielen, Sanders, Coker type of build right now. Two quarterbacks, 5 RBs, 5 receivers, 1 tight end. I do go week 17 Seattle. C0. That's why I appreciate you. Just like that, you make me realize that it was a sharp pick by me. Yeah. Do you guys think 5 RBs, 7 receivers, or 6 RBs and 6 receivers? Because if I'm saving Coker for one of these picks, probably want to do Sanders as well. I do like Sanders later. Could this be enough at 5 RBs? Chase Brown, Kenneth Walker, Jordan Mason, Dobbins, Rendo. Chase Brown, Kenneth Walker projected to be workhorses. Mason's like a semi-flex guy where projecting him isn't going to be easy, but I do think he's going to have spike weeks. He obviously has contingent upside. Dobbins and Mason are pretty similar, where I think both are going to be flex-worthy plays, and it just depends if they score a touchdown on the week. Both in a good offense, both have great contingent upside. I think both are going to be in solidified roles all season. And then Grendel's more of the upside case where I do think he's still going to play some, but I don't think he's going to spike in your lineup unless CMC gets hurt. But if CMC gets hurt, I think Grendel is going to basically do what he did last year, and that's ball out. Yeah, man, like that's a tough one. Like, honestly, looking back, like, I think Tua over Bryce I should have done because, like, I don't necessarily need to stack Tua. He could just be a good advance piece, and I could stack my third quarterback, or I could go like Malik Washington and a Darren Waller later. It's not sexy, but maybe that was a better pick. Maybe Tua. Oh, if Tua's timeout, guys, hold up. Oh, Boner's a bitch. Fuck you, Boner. I look. No, Boner wouldn't take an unstacked Tua. Oh no, he has Jalen Waddle. Okay, good. Tua goes. Good, good. I didn't want Boner to get a fallen Tua. Yeah, you don't need a fast stack. And like I have the Mahomes double already where I'm betting on honestly like everything. This is interesting. what I could do here. I could go Tank as my 6 RB, tight ends. Probably just wait. This feels ugly right now. Do you guys go 3 quarterbacks or 2 in this build? Because if I want to take Sam Darnold, I can take him now, or I could wait for Tyler Show as well. We're gonna go Tank. I think Tank's a fun player. Take 6 RBs. I'm not taking any late rookie running backs, which does suck because I do like taking the late RBs, but that's okay. Jordan James, baby. I mean, that's obviously a deep sleeper. Maybe Jordan James is RB2, but I think Isaac Rando is the guy. Look, I never take slow. Romeo Dobbs seems nice at this price as well, but okay, Sam Darnold goes, so not going to him. We'll just take Dobbs. I think Dobbs is just a good pick in general. 6 receiver. We have Green Bay bet already. Could have a 2 touchdown game. And honestly, I'll probably just stop at 2 tight ends. I'm just gonna bet on Tyler Craft and Sanders. Or I could do the Saints. I might do Slow too, actually. If Slow does fall, I think he'd be fine. Maybe Slow and Coker I'll do. Yeah, I think Tank's like the reason why I'm in on Tank is I think he's possibly just the best rusher on the team. He doesn't catch passes, so he's not gonna be used in the passing game. But maybe Tank is the goalie back, and maybe he's like Tank at this price. If he was just gonna be the first and second down RB, like that's very valuable right now. You're just saying that so I don't think that they're dead end. That's hilarious. How are we liking this team, fellas? Mahomes, Bryce, Chase Brown, Walker, Mason, Dobbins, Garando, Tank Bisbee. I really like the RB room. Receivers: Chase, Rice, Worthy, Chris Olave, Pittman, and Dobbs. Tuck Craft. I think it's solid. Like I think it's a fun team. We got some nice ADP followers at the receiver position. I do like the RBs a lot here. Mahomes, like the Bryce Young, just I don't like backsacking like a Coker Young, but who knows? Maybe that is the sauce this year. Maybe Coker is gonna continue what he did last year. Also, if you guys are watching, haven't hit that like button, hit the like button, man. Helps me out, and I appreciate it. Boner has a 1572 build. Okay, I am running on time too, so I'm gonna have to dip out of here once this draft is over with. And I like Mason Taylor. Yeah, Mason Taylor's a very interesting tight end. I think Royal is decent as well, but I'd be more into it if Noah Fant got cut. Also, would you guys rather have Tyler Show or Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones or Tyler Show? Which one? Bonner, you're gonna take a quarterback, aren't you? Who you taking? Take Giddens. I guess we'll just take Coker here. Yeah, we'll take Coker. So Kevin says Jones. Interesting. You know what? Yeah, it's interesting. Like I don't have any slow. Slow, I think is gonna be started our year, but I think Down Jones is in a better offense. I do have Chris Olave. I think either of them are viable right now. Fuck it. We're just gonna take Sanders. We'll get the double stack. If one of the quarterbacks falls to me, I'll take it. If they don't, it's okay. We're just betting that Mahomes is having a MVP year again. So we'll see. Right back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like ever since I've seen that, where like he is the only quarterback, maybe the only football player where I saw take himself out of the game because he was tired. And look, I get it. Like when you're an NFL quarterback or a football player and you're doing like you're giving your full effort, you're gonna be tired. I get it, but I've never seen a quarterback where the quarterback position you need to be a leader. You got to be the one to show your team that hey, like I'm gonna put you guys on my back and I'm gonna run through a wall for you guys. And I think it was like third down. It was like third and something, and he takes himself out the game. Like that's I think after that the Colts were like, yeah, like this guy is not gonna be fucking like our future. And like I do think Down Jones too. Just I don't know, like he does seem like he's the Sam Darnold. He's this Geno Smith. Like he fits that archetype a little bit. Yo, what up? Who mains? How you doing, baby? Welcome to the stream. Gonna be ending this right after this draft, but appreciate having you, man. Hope you're doing good. Same thing with Kyle Murray, how he was told coach games. I don't feel like running today. Kyle Murray is another funny one where they had something in his contract, I think, where like he had to like study the playbook for like 4 hours. You never want to see that, man. So moment of truth coming up. We did double stack Bryce. We did double stack Mahomes. I think we landed the Atlanta plane. Gordano was a good prospect who got unlucky. Downs, I don't know. I mean Jones was a top 6 pick. He was a decent prospect, probably not the same as Sam Darnold, but you know. All right, we're gonna take Daniel Jones, third quarterback. Fuck it, it feels decent. I don't mind it. Look, that's it. Look, I legit, I gotta run, guys. Boner, I can't roast your team right now, but fuck you for taking me Joe Burrow. But you did build a good team, so I give you that. But that is it. Appreciate everybody in here that watched the stream. It was a shorter one, but it was a fun one. Give me the sauce. I can't give the sauce. I'm gonna have to save that for next time, Boner. I gotta run right now. But love you guys. Appreciate you guys. I'll be back on tomorrow, most likely. Maybe later tonight. I don't know yet, but I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.